Harris has since racked up a number of key endorsements, including from party stalwarts Bill and Hillary Clinton and Speaker Emerita Nancy Pelosi, who said in a statement that it was with immense pride and limitless optimism for the country's future that she endorsed Harris for President of the United States. This was the VP speaking at an event at the White House where she stood in for President Biden, who is still recovering at his private residence in Delaware after a COVID-19 diagnosis.
Joe Biden's legacy of accomplishment over the past 3 years is unmatched in modern history. In one term, he has already, yes, you may clap. In one term, he has already surpassed the legacy of most presidents who have served 2 terms in office.
No challenges have emerged since Biden's exit became known, with California Governor Gavin Newsom, Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear, Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer, Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro, and Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker all endorsing Harris, placing her on a glide path to the nomination, barring any seismic developments in the weeks ahead of the Democratic National Convention, which begins August 19th.
Leader Schumer and I are scheduled to meet with Vice President Harris shortly. The House came back into session today. The Senate does not come back into session tomorrow. I'm excited for that meeting, and let me say this, that Vice President Kamala Harris has excited the community. She's excited the House Democratic Caucus, and she's exciting the country. And so I'm looking forward to sitting down with her in person in short order with Leader Schumer, and we'll have more to say about the path forward as soon as that meeting concludes.
With mere weeks for Democrats to get their ducks in a row ahead of the formal decision on their nominee next month.
106. We ought to remember that number. We have 106 days left before the election in November, and we are just at the moment of deciding on the Democratic side who our nominee for president will be. The announcement yesterday by President Biden came as a surprise to many. This has been building for some period of time. I want to salute him. He said that he would turn to his Vice President, Kamala Harris, to be the nominee of the party. She called me last night in Springfield, and we talked for a few minutes, and she asked me for my endorsement, and I gave it to her.
While residents in Harlem, New York also weighed in on Biden's exit and Harris's likely emergence at the top of a new Democratic ticket.
I think he was probably feeling the pressure, but he also, it's the party, it's greater than him. It's about the party, and it's about making sure that people get out and vote, so he made the right decision.
He did good. Pass the torch. Let the young people do their thing now.
Only he knows what's best for him. If he feels he made the right decision, he displayed it quite nicely the way he did it. He served his term, and that's it. But who's going to come after him, that's a whole different thing.
Trump has a lot of things that is going bad for him. God bless him. I'm glad he didn't die, but it looks like someone else could do it. And I don't think Biden's capable of doing it no more. You know, as far as his health-wise and everything that's going on with him. So that is the reason why I say that I think the woman will win.
Democrats have netted over $100 million in online donations in the 24 hours since Biden's exit from the race. The president's physician also indicated Monday that his symptoms after a COVID-19 diagnosis last week had almost resolved completely, and that his lungs remained clear while he continued to perform his presidential duties. Biden is expected to speak to the nation in more detail about his decision to exit the race later this week. Siobhan Bricepies, SABC News, New York.